Happy New Year! Happy New Year! Happy 2021, guys. Hi, my name is Isowa for Isowa Gallery, and I post videos relating to photography, lifestyle, travel, visuals, reviews, and more. When you get a chance, please do not forget to subscribe to my channel, like this video, comment, and share. Thank you. So I'm just trying to get ready today. I have had a quick shower, nice one, nice body scrub, everything. And I just wanted to start like little minimal makeup, and I just started thinking about 2020 and decided, let me just do a quick chit chat about what I have learned this past year, 2020. One thing that I've learned from 2020, and obviously I've been saying that even before that, but for this year that just passed, we need to manage our expectations. Nobody knew what was going to happen. We couldn't predict what was going to happen in 2020, right? Everyone was so excited. It's a new decade. I mean, to me, I felt 2021 is the beginning of a new decade. Which group are you on? The 2020 or 2021 group of what is a new decade? Let me know in the comments, but I felt this year is the beginning of a new decade. Anyways, that's another story. But yeah, there was some kind of excitement. It was really nice to get into 2020 not knowing what was going to happen. But unfortunately, things happened and we started hearing about the pandemic, and then that affected every other thing, like financially, economically, politically, racism. I even did a video on that and my thoughts about all of that. It was just so much. If you want to see 2020 in review, just go to Google and just type 2020 in review, and you will see a lot of different like articles, videos of everything that happened in 2020. So you understand what I'm saying. I mean, everybody knows what went down. I know, but yeah, one thing I realized was that I needed to manage my expectations, because if I felt like I was to expect something to happen and it didn't happen, that made me feel so bad and down. And over the years I've thought about it, and I was like, okay, let's use this time to manage our expectations. What's going to happen? They were talking about COVID cases, and it just kept growing and growing, and I was like, oh my god, what's happening here? There was a time that I knelt down and I was like, Lord, I'm getting anxious, please help us in this situation and let us be able to know what to do and all. And then all the guidelines and rules started coming in to wear your masks and all that stuff. So we just did that, stay home. There were lockdowns and all, and I was like, yeah, let's just do what we need to do. I didn't know, we couldn't predict what was going to happen. Basically, what I learned from this is that just manage your expectations. If you're expecting something to happen in any aspect of your life, financial, emotionally, with your relationships, all that, just in your mind tell yourself that things are good, but what if things may not turn out the way they should turn out? So you just have to embrace it and move on. I mean, so once you have that planned in your head or in your psyche, it's your reaction to things that happen may be better than what you would have expected in the first place. The second lesson I got was, as usual, I mean, that's always been something I've known, is that change is constant. Change is constant. This year, 2020, because of everything that happened, everyone had to change the way things were done. From wearing your mask to lockdown, being home, working from home, virtual school, and obviously we had to change from being together in person physically to talking on the phone or video calls and all that stuff. And in that space, with change being constant, we had learned to adapt to so many things. So that's lesson number 3. Things are changing, right? Things were just changing. We didn't even know what was going to happen the next day. We didn't know. One thing that I learned about 2020 and even just normal life is adapting to things. So this year we have had to adapt to so many things. I mean, we have to be innovative. Everyone is talking about Zoom right now. I knew about Zoom and webinars and all that years back and all that. But this year, everybody knew about Zoom. Everybody knew about, because we needed to adapt to different things. We needed to be innovative. I've heard that word pivot many times in businesses, because businesses had to change the way they did things. You needed to adapt. So one thing I learned is that human beings can adapt to any situation. And another thing that I learned, this is going to be number 4, is that I realized how strong I am. I mean, I've always realized that, but even with all this happening, you still get to figure out or know how strong you really are in situations or in crises. Things that you probably wouldn't have thought of, and then when you are in that situation, you make things happen. You make decisions that for the better. You realize that, wow, okay, I didn't even think I could do that, but I did it. That's what 2020 also taught me. Another thing that 2020 taught me was that I could use what you have to do what you need to do. I've been thinking about starting a YouTube channel because I have all the photography equipment. I've been doing photography for years. I know. And when I turned 40 last year, when I say last year now, that's 2019. I need to get used to that. In 2019, I turned 40 and I told myself, okay, 2020, I want to start my YouTube channel. So I started researching and getting ready to start the channel and all that stuff. When the lockdown happened and my hairband, when the lockdown happened and a lot of people started their YouTube channel, people started businesses, and they realized, oh wow, they could use what they had to do what they needed to do. Thank God I was working, but I still decided to do my to start my YouTube channel because I had what I needed to start it, to do it. So one thing that I realized was that many people used what they had to get things done. And then when the lockdown started, because when I started my YouTube channel, I was thinking, oh yeah, I'm gonna travel. Yeah, I'm gonna travel. That didn't happen. And so I decided, oh wow, what kind of content am I going to put out there? So I just started vlogging, like home vlogs and all that stuff. And I just kept adapting to so many different things, talking about being safe and more like encouraging people, talking about watching Netflix and all that stuff. And just so many different things. And because the only time I could go out or anything was go to my doctor's appointments and all. But the idea was that I started something. I used what I had to do what I needed to do. A lot of people this year didn't realize that, some people even thought that they were probably extroverts, and then they realized that, oh, they're actually introverted extroverts. Some people thought that they probably wouldn't have survived staying home throughout all that time. Then they realized that, oh wow, they love to read, they love to spend time alone with themselves. They started doing things that would make them happy, So I just focused on that. I was listening to my music, listening to my podcasts, watching YouTube videos, learning, educating myself. Like, there were so many free online classes, a lot of classes that I started learning things about, apart from photography, having a YouTube channel, I had to learn a bunch of things. I'm still learning. And also a lot of people had to get into that stage of learning about things that they wanted to do. Unfortunately, we couldn't see each other and we started doing things online, which is another lesson or another thing that I noticed and I'm grateful for. Technology, that's something that I was really grateful for, and realized that it really helped a lot of people. People who were not on social media had to get on social media, not had to, but for the most part, more people were on social media, more people did things online obviously, like I said before, Zoom, Netflix, Audible, like podcasts, so many different things that people had to adapt to with technology. And I mean, I even felt like it made things more productive. At my office, we were all working from home, but we were all more productive. There's so much information and data out there. And so there's no way you can miss things. Okay, so I've put in the eyeliner. Let me just put in my lashes now. So with all the information out there, all the data with technology, there was no way we could miss anything. Like, there's just so much out there. But I prioritize and use technology for my advantage. Like when it was time to listen to music, I did that. Watch videos that I liked on YouTube, on different platforms, I did that. Technology is basically here to stay, and people are going to continue doing more Zoom calls, video calls, WhatsApp video. I mean, basically, I appreciate technology and science. Okay, so what to do with my lips? I just have this Capari. I'll put a list of some of the things I used in the description, because this is just like a normal everyday type thing. Another lesson that I got, let me remove this and style my hair. I mean, I just love these braids that I have. They're pretty easy. I also love my wigs, but I wanted to do something different for the holidays. So this year has basically also taught me about the value of family and friends, family, friendships, and just being a loving human being. Like, seriously, with everything that happened, we got to see the love, the depth of the love of humanity, like in the world. And I was pretty, I mean, sometimes when you hear things, when you see things out there in the world and how wicked people can be, at the same time, you get to see how wonderful, nice people are. People are. And strong. So that's something that I learned from 2020. I mean, it just shows how humanity is and the love that we have for each other. In that space, I made sure that anytime I spoke with my family, my friends, anybody, I would encourage people, just tell them I love them, because it's not easy mentally, emotionally, and all spiritually, even for me as well. Because if you take the focus off of yourself and use it towards other people, things will get better for you. That's one thing that I keep telling myself, and hopefully people realize that as well. I also noticed that in order for you to take the focus off of yourself and on people to help people, you also still need to take care of yourself. Because if you have to be a pillar to someone, you need to be able to take care of yourself, like spiritually, spiritually, emotionally, psychologically, mentally, physically. And also, like for me, being a sickle cell warrior, I would listen to gospel music, I'm trying to put this on my hair, watch things that make me laugh, because I was at the hospital like twice in 2020. They had tested me for COVID and everything. I mean, it's depressing, really. So I had to tell myself that if I am a pillar to somebody or to anybody, I mean, just trying to encourage people and all, I needed encouragement too. Thank God I got that from some of my family as well, family and friends. If I needed to do that, I needed to take care of myself. It's not a selfish thing. You just need to take time for yourself. What makes you happy? What gives you joy? How can you be able to prioritize on things that will not give you stress? It's okay to take deep breaths and just basically take things slow. So, I mean, obviously you don't, it depends on what you're doing. If it's work and there's a deadline, do that. I know, but there are some times that you just don't need to stress yourself. Take things slow, take deep breaths, and you'll be fine. So yeah, let's recap on all the things that I talked about, like all the lessons I learned this year. Oh yeah, let me get my denim jacket. Which one should I wear? Let me wear this one. This is nice. Let me do a full view of myself. Let's see what works. Let's see. Okay. This is a skirt. It's a really big skirt. I decided to make it a dress. Hi. So let's recap on everything I said randomly. Number 1, you can adapt to any situation you find yourself in. Number 2, change is constant. Number 3, learn to manage your expectations. Number 4, technology. Technology has come to stay. Thank God there are vaccines out there now. At least people have started getting vaccinations, like medical professionals and all, and hopefully everyone would have a chance to get it this year, 2021, hopefully. Number 5, you have to intentionally prioritize what makes you happy, what gives you joy. And by doing that, you're also taking care of yourself, physically, spiritually, mentally, emotionally. And then when you take care of yourself, number 6 is you get to be a pillar and encourage and just be there for someone. Use what you have to do what you need to do. Life is too short. Tell your friends and family that you love them and do the things that you need to, that you've always wanted to do for years. Just start. It's okay to take deep breaths, slow down when it's necessary. You are stronger than what you thought you were. If you have survived this, you can survive anything. I think I've said everything about what I learned in 2020. And it's not just 2020, it could just be with life, really. I know, and there's so much more to learn. Praying that we all have a much, much better 2021 and we do things unafraid. We continue to love genuinely our family, our friends, and humanity, society. We continue to think positively and be optimistic about life. And we just continue to pray for strength and comfort upon everyone. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I just wanted to do like a quick get ready with me. I hope I look nice. Quick get ready with me and a chit chat about what I learned, all the lessons I learned in 2020, and hopefully inspired you that to know that better things are coming by His grace in 2021. And yeah, we should continue to think positively, think good thoughts about our lives, because the more you do that, the more positivity comes into your life. And this year is a year of joy and hope, and by His grace, love. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like this video, comment and share, and remember, always remember to let your cup run it over. Bye.